Now, the Punch newspaper itself claimed that Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi met in London, where it claimed that Peter Obi agreed to be vice presidential running mate to Atiku Abubakar. But when they spoke with Paul Ibe, who is a spokesperson of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Paul Ibe said that he cannot confirm that agreement, but all he knows is that Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar have been meeting over the coalition to ensure that the APC administration and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are defeated in 2027 to make way for good governance in Nigeria, something of that nature. Now, the Punch newspaper itself claimed that Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi met in London, where it claimed that Peter Obi agreed to be vice presidential running mate to Atiku Abubakar, and that they both agreed to go and consult with their people before making any public statement on this issue. Is it possible that Atiku Abubakar and co, they are making every effort to package themselves as people that will do only one term? That is a possibility. But Peter Obi agreeing with it is a story that needs to be, first of all, verified. Atiku Abubakar is believing that he can be able to convince people to vote for him, that he will do only one term. But you and I know that as a person as ambitious as Atiku Abubakar, he will never do one term. He is going to be able to do all the terms he could ever do. He will be able to do all the terms he will ever do. Once he sets his foot, his legs enter the villa. Atiku Abubakar is very ambitious that he cannot do one term. Even if he had to be on a wheelchair to do second term, he will do second term. Anybody believing that Atiku Abubakar will do one term don't know Atiku Abubakar. I don't know Atiku Abubakar personally, but I know Atiku Abubakar historically. He will not do one term if he has the opportunity. Look at how hard he has been fighting to be president since in the 1990s. Don't forget, he contested for presidential ticket of SDP with MKO Abiola and co. So you think after all these years he set his foot at the presidential villa and he will do 4 years? Anybody who is selling that thing and anybody who is buying it don't know what he's buying. That's the truth. He will not do 1 year. He will not do one term. You look at how ambitious Atiku Abubakar was. In 2003, he wanted Obasanjo not to contest for second term. While they were still in their first term in 1999, in the middle of 1999, he has already instigated a campaign that Obasanjo should be a one-term president. That Obasanjo should do the Mandela. He should do like Mandela. That was what they were. That was things they were spreading information through the media. So somebody that ambitious, you think he will do one term if he gets the opportunity to be at the villa. He's not going to do one term. Anybody who is believing on that is buying bad market. That's the truth. He is going to do 2 terms if he has the opportunity. So let that be clear, and Peter Obi should know it. And I believe that Nigerians will be able to know it. That the idea that he will do one term doesn't hold water. But it is not in doubt that it is what they are bargaining. Their bargaining position is that Atiku will do one term, I will do one term, and I will hand over. It's not as simple as that. One of the people who are already promoting this one-term agenda is Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo. You know, not long ago, Kenneth Okonkwo said he has resigned from Labour Party and all that. Before we know it, Kenneth Okonkwo had a meeting with Atiku Abubakar. Once Kenneth Okonkwo came out from that meeting and celebrated it, he said that he just met with the former vice president, blah, blah, blah. And it was a successful meeting. Okay? And that meeting was held shortly after Kenneth Okonkwo said that Atiku Abubakar should resign from politics, Peter Obi should not contest in 2027, Tinubu should not contest. So after the meeting with Atiku Abubakar, Kenneth Okonkwo said that that they had a successful meeting. And I asked, how successful was the meeting? Was he able to convince Atiku Abubakar not to contest? Because he was the apostle. Kenneth Okonkwo was the apostle of Atiku Abubakar should not contest in 2027. Peter Obi should not contest in 2027. Tinubu should not contest in 2027. That they should give way for a new breed of leaders to emerge. So when he was celebrating that they had a successful meeting with Atiku Abubakar, when he was celebrating that on his Twitter handle. So I asked, has Atiku agreed to step down? Because you said don't, this man should not contest, he should leave. Now you had a meeting with him and you are telling us the meeting was successful. Did he agree that he will not contest? Because that's the only way he can be successful. But the next thing we heard was Kenneth Okonkwo becoming an apostle of one term. That what they need is a candidate of the coalition who will do only one term. And that was when I knew that was the game. So the idea of one term to me is not a revelation by the Punch newspaper. Atiku has been selling that dummy to those he wants to hoodwink or those he is looking for their support. Whether Peter Obi has bought into it, we may never know until we know. So people should take it with a pinch of salt. It could also be that the Punch newspaper is trying to set an agenda. It's trying to make Peter Obi to react. I wouldn't be surprised if that story was planted in the Punch by the Atiku camp to force Peter Obi to say something, whether he has agreed or not to agree. You know, by this story coming out now, that Peter Obi has agreed is the kind of thing that now people will be capitalizing on it and say, Peter Obi, what is your position? Have you capitulated to play second fiddle to Atiku Abubakar, or are you going to go it alone? So, part of the duty of the media is to set agenda. This is a typical agenda setting report by the Punch newspaper. So people should not be in a hurry to condemn Peter Obi because of this report. They should wait. Let us get to the bottom of it. But the one thing that is true about this report that I can take, that is true, is that Atiku Abubakar is selling a dummy that he's going to do one term. That is the dummy he's selling. That is the agenda he's putting forward to garner support from southern Nigeria, from Peter Obi, and from all others. But like Peter Obi said, in southern Nigeria, there is a Peter Obi who can defeat Tinubu. That should be the way.
This Debt collection is very good, but who is going to step down? Who is going to step down in 2027? Because three of them there, will El-Rufai step down for Peter Obi? For Punch newspaper saying that Peter Obi will be a president, will be vice president to Atiku. I don't think Mr. Peter Obi will accept it. I don't think His Excellency will accept that, to be vice president to Atiku. Will Atiku step down? Even Atiku even claiming to go for one. Do you think it's possible for Atiku to after running 2027 and he will not like to run in next election again? It's not possible. For me, I like what they are doing. I know their aim is just pull the APC down. Yes, but what is the agreement? That's what I want to know. What is their real agreement here? Are they going to step down for Peter Obi, or Peter Obi going to step down for Amechi, or Amechi is going to step down, or are they going to step down for Atiku to run 2027 election? So for them to just come together to better Nigeria, as they said, if at all that's their aim of coming together, is very fine. It's okay. But will El-Rufai step down for Peter Obi? Because I know Peter Obi might not accept the vice president. For Punch saying that they met in London, they agreed that he's going to be a vice president to Atiku. I don't think it's true. And I don't think Peter Obi will, like I said it before, and I keep on saying it, Peter Obi will not accept that. He will not accept to be vice president to Atiku. And will Atiku step down for Peter Obi to go? It's going to be interesting, to be honest. It's going to be very interesting, because I would like to know how this thing I want to know the agreement. What was the agreement when they came together? What was the agreement? There must be an agreement. Well, let's keep on watching. At the end, we will know. Please don't forget to drop your comment in comment section below. This is gonna be very interesting. Let's just interact in comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Bye bye. See you all in my next video. Bye.